Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have quite a few things that I'll be using today. I have a Dollar Tree box, $1.25 rack, a lot of beads. I have some little mirror tiles. I have a light. And then I have some of this bling wrap also. And then I have some silver metallic paint. And a piece of foam board that I've already cut down to size. First thing we're going to do is get this bow off our box. I'm going to remove that, and then I'll be painting the box silver. I'm going to use some white paint first as a primer because I don't know how well the silver metallic paint is going to cover the box. I'm going to start off with some white paint, using it as a primer. I'll be painting inside and out. Just going to go ahead and get this going inside here. I'm going to go ahead and continue to paint. I'll be painting the insides and the lids on both pieces of the box. Okay, I'm coming back in with the second coat of paint. See, as you can see, a lot of the pink is still showing through. So I want a nice even coat of white paint before I start with the silver metallic. So I'm going to continue to paint, and then we'll come back after this dries. We'll move on to another step. Our box has 2 coats of paint on it. Still looks a little streaky. You can still see some of the pink coming through. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use the silver metallic paint that I have now, and we're going to paint the outside of the box. I'm not going to do the inside because I'm going to do something else with that. I'll have to do 2 coats of this also, because that's going on really streaky and the white is still coming through. That's how that's looking now. So we'll do 2 coats. I'll continue to paint the box, and then I'll come back after I do the second coat to let you see how it turned out. Okay, I decided this is only 1 coat. I decided not to go with the second coat because I'll be covering my box with this flower wrap. So when you put that on there, you're not going to really be able to tell the little white streaks that's in it. I'm not going to be able to tell it anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. I'll be going right up to the edge, around the top. I'm going to just continue to glue this down, then we'll come back and move on to the next step. All right, this is where we are. I've glued the flower wrap onto the box. Both the top and the bottom half. Now, I have a little open space around the bottom, and I'll be filling that in with some mirror tiles. I'll be making up the space with these. I'm going to just glue them on. I'm going to use tacky glue and hot glue. So this is what we're looking at now. I still have a few more mirror tiles to glue on, but then when I finish this up, I'll let you get a better look at it. Now I'm going to fix the top of this. So we've reached this point where we've attached our flower wrap to our box, and we went around the bottom half with our little mirror tiles. Now I have these larger size mirror tiles. I'll be attaching them to both the top and the bottom of my box. I'm gonna hold that there for just a few seconds. Let it set up. Okay, and that's a protective film over it. I'll remove that once I have them all glued down. Okay, I put the mirror tiles on the top, but they're not lying down the way I want them to. I'm going to use this little bling. It's a singular strand of bling. I'm going to use this and do the outline, the shape of the mirror, but I'm going to attach the bling down here to the side, so that way I know it will lie down the way I want it to. This is what I did. I went back and put the singular strand of bling in between the beads, and that's the look I have now. I like that a whole lot better. So I'm going to do the same thing to the other part of the box, and then we'll move on from there. Finish covering. This is really, actually, this is the bottom half of the box, but we're going to be using this for the top of the light, and we'll use it like that. And right now, I'm going inside. I'm going to put some Mod Podge down and sprinkle the inside with glitter. I think that will be an easy fix for how this white paint is leaving so many streaks. So I'm going to just cover it up with some glitter. I'm going to do a mixture of white and silver glitter. Just sprinkle from each container. Actually, I'm going to just put some in my hand. Okay, we've added our glitter mixture to both of our pieces, and now I'll be taking some Mod Podge, sealing our glitter so that we won't have any flaking. I'm going to do this with a thick coat. That way we'll get us a nice hard shell on it. We've painted inside both of our boxes, and now we're going to set this aside, let these dry. Meanwhile, while they're drying, I had measured the length and width of the box. It's 5 7/8 inches. So I have a cooling rack here. I also bought this from Dollar Tree. It's a cooling rack. And now, I'm going to take the center line, put it with the center measure of my measurement, and I'm going to try to take my pliers and go in here, and I'm going to try to bend this right where it needs to be for it to make the curve around the box. It shouldn't be that hard because these things are pretty flimsy. Okay, it's actually bending. Alright, I was able to bend that. And I'm gonna go around and bend the other side in also. Okay, so that's pretty much what I have. But I'm gonna have these like this shape, just like the inside of the box. This is the shape that we needed, and we have it. I have some beads here. I know that you can order these from Amazon. I don't know if you can buy these at Michael's. I think it would be something as far as a person would use to decorate for maybe a wedding. But I have several strands of these, and I'm going to attach these to my cooling rack. Just like that. I'm going to put a little glue. I'm going to start in the middle. I'm going to put a little glue on it to hold it in place. I'm going to use some hot glue. And then I'm going to go down, and I'm going to take these few off, the beads at the bottom, and I'm going to use this ring to attach it to the bottom rack. So I'll remove these two. And now we're going to attach it to the bottom rack. So that's what it's going to look like. And I'm going to continue to add beads all the way around it. I have finished attaching my beads on the cooling rack. Now we're going to move on to the next thing we're going to do. I had told you all earlier that we were going to use some foam board. I already cut it down to the size of the cooling rack. This will be put on the back side of our light. Now this, I'm going to cover this. I'll be covering this with some bling wrap, and I'll be using some of these mirror tiles also. That's how that's going to look. I'll run another strip down the other side. So that's what we have now. I have enough of this to actually run one more row beside the one I've already did. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to continue. I have a little more of it. I'm going to use this and see how far it takes me on covering the back of this. Then I'll come back. finished attaching all of the mirror tile that I had to the back. Now I'm going to come in with the bling wrap. Okay, that's what that's looking like. Run one more strip down the side, and then our back of our light will be finished. Try to see if I can line them up. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to take our back and put it on our screen. Just kind of pull it apart and make it fit in there. Want it to have a snug fit, just like this. That cooling rack will really be holding everything together because it's fitting so tight. So far, this is our light. Now, this is going to be the top of our light. To make sure you have an even look, I have a knob, and I think this, I want to move the camera. I think this would be really pretty. But now we're going to put our light inside. We're going to just attach it to the top of our box. That way, when you want to change the batteries, you have easy access to reach right in there and change them. Put our bottom on. After I get this on here, I'll show you how everything looks together. Okay guys, this is my finished product. You could hang this on the wall, you could mount it to the wall, but I chose to just simply set it on the table. Just remember, you lift the top off, change your batteries out, and you have instant lighting, no problem. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Still trying to get those 1,000 subscribers. Help me out. And as always, thank you for watching. And God bless.